As the last golden rays of the Renaissance sun set over England, a nation poised on the brink of change was captivated by the figure of Queen Elizabeth I, a monarch whose reign would epitomise an era of unparalleled splendour and savage intrigue. Yet within the shadow of the throne, another figure emerged, one whose life was woven into the fabric of the Tudor dynasty with threads of loyalty, ambition and an unyielding spirit, Lady Mary Dudley. Born into the Dudley lineage, a family renowned for its closeness to the crown as it was infamous for its part in the kingdom's darker chapters, Mary's existence was entwined with the heart of Tudor politics. Her father John Dudley, Duke of Northumberland, and her brother Robert Dudley, the Earl of Leicester, were men whose fates would shape not only their lives but also the destiny of England itself. In this world of luxury, shadowed by intrigue, Mary's story begins, not just as a noblewoman, but as a testament to the resilience and complexity of the human spirit in an age where being close to power was both a gift and a curse. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and also give the video a thumbs up. This really helps our channel grow. And finally, don't forget to hit the bell and select all notifications so you never miss one of our videos. And so with that said, let's begin today's story. In the tapestry of Tudor England, where every thread was a story of power, betrayal, and passion, the early years of Mary Dudley were woven with the golden hues of privilege and the stark shadows of political ambition. The daughter of John Dudley, Duke of Northumberland, Mary was born into a family whose destiny was naturally linked with the ebb and flow of royal favour. From her earliest days, she was immersed in a world where the machinations of power were as familiar as the lullabies sung by her nurses. Raised within the walls of Dudley Castle, amidst the verdant landscapes of the English countryside, Mary's education reflected her noble birth. Under the tutelage of governesses, scholars, she was schooled in the arts and letters, in the subtleties of court diplomacy, and in the virtues befitting a lady of her station. Yet beyond the elegance of her upbringing, there was the unspoken lesson of survival in a court where fortunes could rise and fall with the whisper of treason. The spectre of ambition that haunted her family came to a head with her father's audacious bid to place Lady Jane Grey on the English throne, a move that would end in tragedy and disgrace. The repercussions of this failed gambit cast a long shadow over Mary's youth, serving as a poignant reminder of the precarious balance between ambition and loyalty in the treacherous arena of Tudor politics. Despite the stain of her father's ambition, Mary's resilience and Dudley's unwavering loyalty to the crown would see her rise from the ashes of disgrace. Her marriage to Sir Henry Sidney, a union orchestrated not just for love, but as a strategic alliance, would open new chapters in her life. Together, they would navigate the turbulent waters of Elizabethan England, their fates intertwined with that of the Queen and the country they served. The Tudor court was a theatre of power where every gesture, word and alliance was scrutinised for its political implications. Mary Sidney stepped into this arena as the wife of Sir Henry Sidney, a man whose loyalty to the crown was as renowned as his wife's lineage was controversial. Their marriage, a union of love and strategic alignment, offered Mary a stage to wield her influence. Elizabeth's accession to the throne in 1558 heralded a new era for England and Mary. Her brother Robert Dudley's close relationship with the Queen elevated the Dudley family status, placing Mary in unprecedented access and influence. As a lady-in-waiting, Mary's role extended beyond mere companionship to the Queen. She was a confidant and an advisor, privy to the monarch's most private thoughts and public strategies. The smallpox incident in 1563 was pivotal for Mary and Elizabeth's relationship. When the Queen fell ill, the court was thrown into disarray, with fear of the monarch's death and the succession crisis that would follow. Mary, disregarding her safety, nursed Elizabeth through the illness, an act of loyalty that left her scarred but significantly deepened the bond between the two women. This act did not just signify Mary's courage, it was a declaration of her unwavering loyalty to Elizabeth, a loyalty that would be tested in the years to come. The favour Mary enjoyed at court was not without its trials. The political landscape of Elizabethan England was fraught with intrigue and danger, a reality Mary knew all too well. Her family's history, especially their involvement in the plot to place Lady Jane Grey on the throne, was a shadow that loomed large over her. Yet Mary navigated these challenges with grace and resilience that spoke to her character and understanding of power's precarious nature. Her marriage to Sir Henry Sidney placed Mary at the heart of political and military affairs, far beyond the confines of the court. In Ireland, where Henry served as Lord Deputy, Mary confronted the harsh realities of Tudor rule. The challenges were manifold, from the logistical difficulties of managing estates and governance in a land fraught with rebellion to the personal toll it took on her family. Despite these hardships, Mary's role was pivotal. She was a partner to her husband in every respect, advising him on matters of state and governance while managing their domestic affairs with diligence and care. The couple's relationship with Elizabeth is complex. On one hand, they were loyal servants of the crown, dedicated to their duties and the welfare of England. On the other hand, they felt the sting of neglect and the frustration of unmet expectations. Their correspondence with the Queen, often laced with pleas for recognition and support, paints a vivid picture of their struggles and sacrifices in the name of service. As the years passed, the strains of court life and the challenges of her position took their toll on Mary. Her health, already compromised by her bout with smallpox, began to decline. The decision to retire from court was not taken lightly. It marked the end of an era for Mary, a withdrawal from the life and the relationships that had defined her for so long. As the Elizabethan age continued to unfold in all its splendour and turmoil, Mary Sidney, once a central figure in vibrant court life, began to recede into the shadows. Her health waned and the enthusiasm of youth was replaced by the contemplative calm of age. The bustling courts of Elizabeth I, a world where she once thrived, now seemed a distant memory, a tapestry of triumph and tragedy that hung in the halls of her mind. Retirement for Mary was not a retreat but a transition, a time to reflect on the tumultuous years of service to a queen she both adored and served with unwavering loyalty. Her home became a haven where the echoes of court intrigue could not reach, allowing her a peace that had eluded her for so much of her life. Yet even in these quieter years, Mary's influence permeated the fabric of Elizabethan society through the legacy of her children. Sir Philip Sidney, her beloved son, emerged as one of the era's most celebrated poets and soldiers, embodying the virtues of chivalry and intellect that Mary had instilled in him. Her daughter, Mary Sidney Herbert, the Countess of Pembroke, became a patron of the arts and a literary figure in her own right, continuing the tradition of intellectual and cultural enrichment that Mary valued. Through them, Mary's impact on the Elizabethan cultural landscape endured, a testament to her spirit and vision. The final years of Mary Sidney's life were marked by introspection and the fulfillment of seeing her children carry forward the legacy of service and scholarship she cherished. Intertwined with the fabric of Tudor England, her story stands as a reminder of the resilience and grace of a woman who navigated the complexities of her era with strength and dignity. As the final chapter of Lady Mary Sidney's life draws to a close, we are left to ponder her indelible marks on the world she inhabited. Her journey from the privileged yet precarious position of a noblewoman in Tudor England to a figure of influence and cultural patronage reveals the multifaceted nature of her legacy. In reflecting on the life of Mary Sidney, we are compelled to consider the enduring questions of loyalty, sacrifice, and the pursuit of legacy in the face of the relentless march of time. What does it mean to remain faithful to oneself and one's ideals in a world where such fidelity can be both a blessing and a curse? And how do the sacrifices we make in the service of others shape the legacy we leave behind? Lady Mary Sidney's story is a testament to the power of resilience, the importance of intellectual and cultural contributions, and the unyielding strength of familial bonds. Her life, rich with the joys and sorrows that define the human experience, offer a lens through which we can examine our pursuits of meaning and legacy. In the end, Lady Mary Sidney's story invites us to reflect on our place in the continuum of history and the ways in which our actions, like hers, have the potential to echo through the ages.